Cosmic love, where you be? My lust is waiting up for you. Cosmic love, hear my plea, 'cause I'm alone.
Hey guys, so I am doing a blowout on my recent Marley hair crochet braids that I did the figure 8 twist on. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you check it out. I just want to show you the curls. The curls are definitely still popping. I'm actually doing this video because it was highly requested and I kind of have to move on with some other styles. It's been about a month that this has been in this install, so I'm going to go ahead and blow it out and just show you my steps. I just have 2 pigtails in, and I'm taking out one section of hair, and with a wide tooth comb you want to go ahead and comb out your section. And of course you start from the bottom. Whenever you're detangling hair, your own hair, synthetic hair, installs, extensions, you want to make sure that you detangle from the bottom. And when you're doing this, you will lose some hair. So once you comb that section out, you want to apply your Shea Puree Hair Hydrating Seal to the hair. You do this before the blowout. You want to make sure a little goes a long way, so you don't need to drench it in the product. You don't want to do that either. And then once you do that, you want to go ahead and detangle, comb through one more time before you begin to blow out the hair. And I'm actually using a blower with a comb attachment. That's just how I prefer to do my blowouts. It's just easier for me and it works quicker. So as you can see, I've started from the bottom even when I'm doing my blowout. And the temperature is on high for this Marley hair. It can take, and I actually recommend doing it on the high setting, just because if you don't, you will be blowing out until next Christmas. So if you don't have that kind of time, then you want to go ahead and blow it on your highest settings. And this is my warmest setting as well that I'm using. And the Marley hair is taking it very well. There's no melting of the fiber or anything like that. So this hair is actually awesome to really, really go in on your blowout. And it's not, because it's not my natural hair, I can just go in and just blow it out. So after a few passes with the blow dryer, I'm going to go in, and you want to just comb it out with your wide tooth comb just to get any knots that was created from the blower. And then you continue to go through with the blow dryer in this section. And as you can see, you can kind of tell that it's getting it pretty straight. And you have to just kind of determine how straight you want it, how blown out you want it. I didn't want mine tremendously blown out, but with this Marley hair, you kind of got to go in. So this is not a lightweight job, I'm telling you now, especially when you get to detangling some of those other parts that are just like, oh my goodness. Yeah, you gotta go to work on this hair. And I'm just continuing to blow it out. And I'm going to let you see what it looks like and how fluid it is. I really love this hair. It feels really good and it's taking to the heat very well. I'm going to do a few more sections after this and then come back and show you when I'm about halfway finished, and we'll kind of see where we are at from there. Alrighty, so I'm about halfway through, and I'm still going. It's looking really, really good. I really love that pop of color. Oh my goodness, I'm such a redhead fanatic. You want to make sure that you continuously detangle as you go through blowing out the rest of your hair, because the pressure and the air from the blower when you're blowing out the remainder of your hair could cause the already blown out hair to tangle up, and you don't want to do that. So now for side 2, I'm actually going to show you how I detangle this. And don't be discouraged if your detangling process is tedious. This is Marley hair and it has been curled. So, you know, and the curls are actually still really curly. The curls still actually look amazing. So I'm not only, you know, detangling against the Marley hair itself, but I'm detangling against curls as well. So don't be discouraged. Take your time, detangle it really well, because if you don't, when you get to the blowing out phase, it's just going to suck. It's going to be too much hassle. So definitely make sure you detangle and detangle properly. Alright guys, so here are the final results. Of course, I went through and layered it and gave it a little bit of my razor cutting technique, which I do also have a video on. I left some weight on the bottom, which is what I was just showing you, so that when I have the hair back, it literally like falls down. Like it's the pull of gravity. So the more weight you leave at the bottom, the more that will pull down, and it'll, you know, give you less I guess hair all over the place. So what I'm going to show you now is how to close up any gaps in your braids, because I've had this about a month, and to be completely honest, my daughter has just been Miss Beautician in my hair, so my cornrows were very loose. So here's a trick of the trade to, if you don't want to take it out yet, but your cornrows are getting loose and you need to close up those gaps, here's how you do it. So I've created a side part. Cute, right? But that part, you don't want that bubble. So what you're gonna do is 2 things you can do. If you don't really, you know, you kind of see it, you flipped your hair over and you just want to put a quick bobby pin in it, you can close those 2 braids by using the bobby pin method. And that's a very quick fix to the part issue. This is actually my least favorite out of the 2 methods, because it's very temporary, and you really just have to place your hair certain ways for it to look, you know, decent. This is if you really want to close your part. This is what you're going to do. You're going to take another piece of hair. This is just like a regular install. The only exception is you're going to go underneath 2 braids. If you don't know how to do an install to actually crochet, check out the links in the description box, and I do have tutorials on how to actually do an install. But instead of going underneath 1 cornrow, you're going to go underneath the 2 cornrows that you want to pull closer together. So you're going to place your latching tool underneath those 2 cornrows, pull the hair through, and I'm going to do a double knot. And this is another knotting technique. It's very quick. And what you do is you pull the loose hair through the loop, then rotate your wrist, pull the loose hair through the hoop again, and then you pull. And this is a very secure knot. And then you want to pull your little flimsies, and I'm going to do another one. I'm going to get a little bit closer to the hairline and close it a little bit more. And I have some close-up shots at the end of the video if you just kind of want to skip to the end of the video and see the pics and the close-up shots of the closing method, how it ends up looking. Definitely do that. Again, you're going to do your double loop. And Marley hair knots very, very well. It knots very well. And as you can see, that closed so much better than the bobby pin method. The bobby pin method is just a very, very quick fix. So I just want to give you multiple options depending on what you have time for, what it is that you want to do. And be careful if your braids are tight. You want to make sure you give some stability to the base of your hair while you are combing. And if your hair is loose, your braids are loose, you also want to give it that stability. And I'm just doing some layers right here. And the remainder of this is just me styling, combing, getting it into place how I want it to look. And then there'll be some pictures afterwards. So thank you guys so much for watching. Questions, comments, definitely you know what to do. Let me know. And I will speak to you soon. Peace and good love. Bye-bye.
My lust is